You know, do you know how I said I spend half an hour, right, before I get a girl to come
Hmm.
home with her usually? You know,
Hmm.
a lot of that half an hour is actually screening her, is actually getting her to chase a little
Screening her
bit.
for what?
As I said before, I want to find out if she likes to travel. I want to find out what her sexual interests are. I want to find out if her past sexual history. I want to find out what her relationships
All
are with
that
her
to
friends.
fuck her that
Find out if
night?
we have chemistry. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to find out. So the girl has to chase and basically has to qualify to me on this. Now, I know all you do is
But
find
how is
some
she
sexist
chasing when
and
you're
flicker them
chasing?
and then give them instructions to do your videos. There's a big difference here in
But
relationship
how is
quality.
she
Okay.
chasing when
I'm not
you're
after a
chasing?
girl. I'm not just after a girl where I give her one instruction and she does it. No, it needs to be way more advanced than that. I need someone, when I say be supportive, this is a very meta term, but there's a lot that comes into that that isn't just an instruction. I don't
But
come to a girl and
Marcus,
say,
how is she
be, let me finish.
chasing when you're chasing?
I don't come to a girl and say, follow my instructions and here's one instruction. No, like I test and sculpt and do these things, right? So when a girl
So
is supportive, I reward that, for example.
how is
It's
she chasing when you're chasing? That's what I'm trying to
You
understand.
don't know what the word chasing means. If I
Marcus,
say to a girl, hey,
if you approach a girl and you talk to her and she gives you a shit test, that is
what do
called
you think? Can
resistance.
I ask you a
When you
question?
continue to talk to her, that is
What do you think?
chasing.
What do you think sounds more chasey to you? Going up to a girl and being like, hey, my name's Locario. I find you really interesting and I want to go on a date with you. What's your number? Or if you just go up and you're like, hey, I'm really curious. Where are you from? And they say, and I'm like, really? What the fuck are you doing here? What sounds more chasey to you?
The second one, because I don't give a fuck where she from.
I can't help. All right,
Do
the
you see what
second
I'm
one's more
saying? You're
chasey.
asking her
99% of
questions you
girls
don't give
have
a shit
sex.
about. Why are
Look,
you
this is
asking
what
her where
happens
she's
to a
from? You care where she's
because
from?
you're giving
Marcus, do you care
super
where she's
fucking
from? Be
answers.
honest.
How do you coach? How do you
Marcus,
coach?
do you care where she's from? Yes or no?
Do I care where she's from?
You
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
Let's
I
stop the
do.
bullshit.
No, I do. Yeah.
Why? What is
If,
that going to do for
do
you
I
in the moment?
care? Do I care on a level that it's gonna like, oh, I need a girlfriend? This, but no, but I find
So then what's the
conversation
point of
with
asking
people.
the question? See, men are supposed to be purposeful what they're doing. So what's
Okay.
the purpose of
So
asking the
yes, very
question?
purposeful. This is actually good. We can talk about skill because your game requires zero skill. So we can actually talk about this. When I go in, I want to open in a way that builds curiosity and emotion within this interaction without showing any interest yet. So when I come over, I use curiosity. That's probably the biggest thing you can use it first. So like, hey, listen, hey, sorry, I'm really curious about something. He goes like, what? I'm like, where are you from? Now what she's thinking is not just this guy's hitting on me, but there's something I'm displaying, there's something I'm doing that's indicating that he's like got a cold read here. He's trying to guess something. So it's just a first little thing. You just open the interaction that shows a little bit of emotion and build something up here, build some anticipation. That's what it does. Now, I'm curious for you, when you coach a guy, what do you teach beyond just being good looking and having confidence? Like, if a girl says, hey, I don't have sex on the first night, what do you teach them? If a girl says, I'm on my period, what do you teach them? If a girl
Mm-hmm.
says, that's your best pickup line, what do you teach them? You just tell them to walk away.
Right. And see, that's the thing. And I'm glad you asked that. So notice all the things you said. If a
Me
girl
too.
does this, I don't teach them. I teach them to not give a fuck about what the girl is saying. I teach
So
them
what
to
do they
give a
do?
fuck about what they want. So now, based on
So what
what
do
you
they do?
want, you approach and you interact with women who are going to cooperate with what you want. So you only deal with women on your terms. So what I'm saying is that when you're dealing with women only on your terms, I don't give a fuck about what she wants. Do you not understand this? Like, I don't care what she wants. I only care what I want. So I'll only deal with women who are in alignment with what I want. So if I'm in
Okay.
a situation, for
So
example,
they walk
right?
away.
For example, when I used to go to a lot of bars and clubs in New York City, like Meatpacking District or whatever, with some of my friends or whatever like that. So what I would do is that I would talk to a lot of different women, and what I would only do is I'd only give women more attention once they're reciprocating what I'm specifically saying. So if I say, hey, let's come over here and talk, it's quiet over here, and she comes over there, then I continue talking to her. And if I say, hey, let's go in the back and smoke, we go over there and smoke and do this and do that. If she's following my lead, I give her more attention. As soon as she's not following my lead, you have a good fucking night. That's it. And I leave
Okay,
her
so you
alone.
would teach your students to walk away.
Yes, if the girl's not cooperating. That's what I'm saying. See, you
But
like
the
to
problem
continue to
is,
deal
do
with
you know what the
women who
problem
give you
is? You don't
resistance.
know what cooperation looks like. This is
No,
the
no, you
issue
don't
because
know. That's why you
you,
talk to girls
let
for
me
30
explain,
minutes.
bro. Do you know you really are like, I keep having this image of that really, I'm sorry to say this, that really big girl on anything else that is like, I'm a 10. Like, that's what I keep picturing because you're basically walking in the room and you're showing pretty much nothing about yourself and expecting delusionally cooperation. I expect cooperation to build up as time goes on. So at the beginning, I'm not expecting this girl to be like, I want to suck your dick, right? I'm expecting her to maybe test a little bit unsure.
No, and Marcus, I get you on that. I get you. But that's what I'm saying. That reflects on how you view yourself.
If I'm in an interaction with a girl, she might actually be amazing. She could be the coolest girl ever, like really sweet, really nice, really respectful. But if she's on a period, okay, and I say, let's go home, and she goes, oh, I can't tonight. I'm not then saying, this girl's uncooperative. What a bit, like, if you run a business, right? This is another area where we're a leader. If I send, I have an editor, you might send it to your girlfriend, but if I send a video to my editor and I'm like, hey, I need this edited, and then he replies back like, hey man, this audio sounds really bad. Are you sure this is the audio you recorded from? Or like, do you have anything other than from the camera? Yeah, I would be like, oh shit, sorry man, let me send that over. Now, I wouldn't sit there and be like, I'm a bad leader because someone questioned something or I had to like.
No. And that's a perfect example. Mark. Hold on, let's go there. You said if you sent them something and then it was messed up, and you say, hey, this is messed up, we need to do this, and you will respond back, correct?
Correct.
Right. So how is a chick going to tell me that I'm messing up on me? How is she going to test me on me trying to prove something to her? That don't make no fucking sense. I already know who I am. So what I'm saying is,
that slowly. What the fuck did you just say?
So what I'm saying is, you're saying, well, the editor is giving you the resistance because you fucked up on something, correct?
It could be because you fucked up on something,
right? So how am I fucking up on me? How do I fuck up on me?
How am I fucking up on? Or it could be that maybe he replies back and says like, hey man, I'm not sure about this. Like, what type of end screen do you want? Right? So maybe you didn't actually even fuck up at all. Maybe it's something, maybe the editor replies and he says, hey bro, I'm really sick today actually. I've got the flu. Do you mind if this is a day late? Would you fire him?
But when you first told him to edit, did he give you resistance?
Yeah, he just said, I'm sick. I can't do it.
But when you offered the job to him, did he say, no, let me test you a little first and shit test you and do all this other shit and then maybe I'll think about it?
That's a good example. When I hire someone, I actually look for that. I hire someone that actually, when I say, do you have any questions for me? When people are like, no, actually, I'd really love this job. That's incredible. I'd do anything for this. It's a bit of a red flag. When I'm hiring, I actually look for someone that's like, hang on, can you tell me a little bit more about what's expected? Can you tell me more about the culture here?
That's not resistance.
That's not resistance. That's going to come up. You would see it as resistance. This
Marcus,
is
that's not resistance.
The girl is, I agree. The girl isn't resisting. This is my whole point. She's not, but you see it as resistance.
No. If I tell a woman, if I say to a woman, hey, listen, who you came here with tonight? Because I don't want to have to take you away from your friends if you hanging out having a girls' night. And then she says, well, I'll tell you who I came with if you buy me a drink. That's a shit test. That's resistance. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm telling her to tell me something, and then she's not doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So if she said to you, I'm curious, let's use the editor example. If she said to you something like, so she wants some clarification here. She's like, if we go home and I sleep with you, are you going to want to see me again? Like, are you explaining that? Are you talking about that? Or are you just out? You just peace, bye.
So you said if she's asking me if we go home, am I gonna like not fuck with her?
Resisting in your words and saying like,
right.
Hey, can I go home? And she's maybe we'll do it a bit stronger. She goes, no, because I think you're just gonna sleep with me and never see me again.
Oh, so if I say, hey, come back to my house and have sex, and she says, no, I don't want to do that because you're not gonna see me again, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right, you have a good night.
Okay, so what's that difference to the editor saying I'm sick and I can't right now?
No, because he didn't say no, I won't edit. He's just saying I can't edit right now. He's already chosen to edit.
Okay, so let's use that example. The girl says, I won't have sex on the first night. I will on the third night.
No, because that's not what I want to do.
Okay, so that's my point. Like, you don't understand what resistance is. In your world,
no, that's resistance. If I tell her I want it now and she's not giving it to me now, she's resisting what I'm saying. So if
the editor says, I know you want it now, but I'm sick and I can't.
Right, and it's right. And so what I'm saying is I'm not going to fuck with her. Now, if I choose, like, for example, Marcus, listen, this is the way I do it. A woman has to, listen, a woman has to sleep with me by the second meeting. That's how I do shit. Now,
all right, so
if I meet a woman on the first night and I'm like, yeah, let's make shit happen, and she's like, oh shit, I would love to, but I got to get up really early and blah blah blah, and I say, all right, cool, listen, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to meet up Friday. You're going to come by my place and we're going to get it cracking. Now, if she says, oh, that sounds awesome, then I'll deal with her. Now, if she says, well, I don't want to do that, we got to wait till the
Sounds
third
like
date.
you're chasing, bro.
Fuck out of here.
According to your definition. Sounds like
No,
you're
no,
chasing.
that's not. No, that's not chasing because I already told you that's how I do it by the second meeting.
I would have fucked that girl in 5 minutes in the bathroom, bro. You have to wait till the second meet? Jesus. You know she's fucking another girl in 5 minutes, right? Another guy, sorry.
Bro, I said that my standard.
Why are you waiting to the second?
By the second meeting?
Second meet, bro.
Because that's how I do it.
5 minutes.
Because that's how I do it. So it's 5 minutes. Hold on, wait. It's 5 minutes before or after the second meeting.
So hang on, you're willing to wait to the second meet with a girl. You're willing to wait that long when there's another guy fucking her in 5 minutes. Are you willing to?
I don't care about the other guy. This is what you don't understand, Marcus. It's about what is your program. This is what I'm saying. You don't have a program. You haven't chasing. That's what you do. You chase.
Holy shit. Bro,
you chase. So Marcus, if I say Marcus, listen to logic. This is how it happens. This is how it happens. If I say that I'm only going to deal with women if we have sex by the second meeting, guess what? 5 minutes is before a second meeting, so that counts. Now, you're trying to equate it to when I'm talking about a woman fucking a guy 5 minutes and a guy waiting half an hour. What I'm saying is women will fuck when they want to fuck. You think women have higher standards when they wait 30 minutes with you.
Listen, I don't think women will fuck when they want to fuck. I think I have control over it. I think
you have control over when a woman's fucking you?
Yes, 100%. If I tell her no, I'm never having sex with you, then we're not having sex.
No. You said you control when a woman wants to fuck you. What I'm saying is, let me rephrase that.
Yes,
you control a woman's desire to fuck you?
Yes, of course.
Maybe Marcus, let me sign up for your coaching program so you can teach me how to control a woman's sexual desire. I need some coaching, Marcus, because you got the glow, you got the magic touch.
Listen, I have a 2-week free trial for our mastermind. We moved to a new platform. Anyone listening can jump onto it. You can.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know that dudes could do magic and pickup. I must have upgraded with this pickup artist.
The difference between me and you is probably that. The difference is I look at game or I look at interactions with women, and I think I do have control over this. If she gives me a little bit of a test, I can move this dynamic from her being a little bit like, hang on, I'm not sure, to her being like, I want this guy. He's amazing. He's incredible. So yes, I do think I have power over interactions. I do think I have influence here. If I have a girl that's a little bit maybe disrespectful on the first date, as I said, she rocks up, pulls out a phone, I'm correcting that. I have influence over that. So yeah, if you do want to find out, I do have a 2-week free trial. Not ironically, if you want to join, you can.
So Marcus, you could turn a woman who has absolutely no interest in you to wanting to fuck you?
Yeah, I can. Now, I'm not going to sit here and claim that like, oh, there's a girl that's like married, in love, has an amazing relationship with 2 kids, and I'm going to rock up and be like, work my magic having sex with me. But I've had many girls, I think I spoke about this on our last stream, which Swedes, right? A lot of Swedish girls living in Australia, they have a thing for black guys, actually. They love black guys. And I've had so many women after sex say, you're the first ever white guy I've slept with. Like, you're not my type at all. Like, when you first came over, I was not interested. Like, I get feedback of every girl. I've had some girls write Lee reports. It's in the mastermind where they write that, where they will actually write it from their perspective. And they will say things like, I was not into this guy.
So Marcus, what's the secret? Tell us the secret.
Around. You do have control over it. You want to know the secret? The big one is, number one, understanding. You need to be able to show that you understand women on a deep level and then shift that over to sexual authority. If a girl can leave the interaction or be in the interaction and say, this guy understands this dynamic and he understands women better than anyone I know. And 2, he has a great sexual understanding. He knows what I want. He knows what I'm missing out on and he's able to deliver it. Those are the 2 biggest things. Now, there's also emotional roller coaster. There's also building investment. There's also making a chase. There's a lot of other things, but those 2 are the biggest variables when it comes to attraction and interaction.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. How do you make a girl chase?
And those are the reasons
how do you make
that
her
these girls will say that they go from, I've never slept with a white guy, to wanting to sleep with me.
So how do you make the girl chase? Because I'm curious. Because it sounds like you're chasing them. So maybe I'm wrong. Tell me how you make a chase.
Is you want to be able to build attraction first. A girl's never going to chase unless there is attraction, right? Like the same reason you said, like, hey, I like the Nike shoes or whatever it is. If I just grabbed the, we call them a thong, a flip-flop, and I was like, hey, you should buy this shoe. And you're like, dude, I don't like that shoe. There's no way I can make you chase that. I can't be like, no, but like, if you don't want it, I'm throwing it away. You will never get it. No, you want to be able to give a reason as to why they want it. You want to build that up. So if you don't want the thong, then maybe I'll show you as to why you'd want it. Or maybe it's not even, you don't even see the shoe. Maybe it's just in a shoe box is better to the analogy because you actually don't even know it yet. So I build the value. So as I said, sexual understanding, understanding her on a deeper level. And then once that happens, now you start to implement chasing mechanisms. So you pull away a little bit with your subcoms and your language. You start to get her to qualify. So you can use language like, so actually, I don't even know. This is important. XYZ. I don't even know. This is important. Like, do you like to travel? Right? I don't even know. This is important. Like, what are you into sexually? You can ask these questions and then you judge them. So after she answers, you either use a positive or negative judgment. So it could be something like, what do you do for work? She says, I'm an accountant. And you're like, sounds pretty boring, actually. And
but how long do you typically
she'll try to prove this to you.
How long do you typically wait for sex though? Like how long do you typically wait?
I almost always have sex on the first night. So
but why do you have sex so quickly?
If you want me to talk about that a little bit more, I mean, the last debate I did was how soon should you have sex, and I was arguing that it shouldn't be like 7 hours, as whoever was arguing.
Oh no, yeah, I don't agree with that shit either. But this is one thing. But why do you have sex with them so quickly if they have such low standards?
No, that's the whole point. I'm trying to go for the girls that are really attractive, that have a lot of competition, that are really awesome girls, that typically have high standards. That's the point. I'm not.
But you say you fuck them on the first night.
I could do what you do, which is go around and just find like the easiest girls. And
no, but you said if a chick fucks quickly, she has low standards.
Let me explain. I could, on average, right, have sex with girls a lot quicker if I went for less attractive girls or girls, in my opinion, that would have low standards. 100% I could do that.
No, but you just said you fucked the girls on the first night, though.
Yeah, 100%. Not within 5 minutes.
Right, but that means they have low standards because by what you're saying their standards are low because they fuck.
Yeah, okay. So quickly. What I said before is I wait half an hour. I think a girl that has sex within 5 minutes, typically on the average, is going to have low standards.
So 25 minutes is the difference between low standards and high standards?
A girl that is no, it's not even the time. It's how much she knows about you. Because if she's just fucking you based off confidence, by definition, her standards are literally one aspect. It's just confidence by definition. Whereas I would like her to say, hang on, he's ticked off more boxes here. There's confidence, amazing. He understands me sexually. He has sexual authority. He made me chase. Like I wanted to tick off all these.
So basically, what you're saying is that
you're going off more standards.
So you're saying that now, I get what you're saying. So you're saying that the woman is fucking you and she has high standards because you've given her some substance for her to say now, oh. This guy, I know that he's successful, so now I want to suck his dick. So now it makes me a higher standard bitch.
No, you're actually looking at this all wrong. What I'm looking at is what is the girl ticking off? So again, if we could read the girl's mind and we'd say, what do you need from a guy to have sex with him, right? What do you need? Now, again, girls might give some bullshit if you actually ask. But if we were to read their mind, then if they just said, you know what? I just need a guy that's confident. I would, by definition, probably say this girl has low standards on the average.
Really?
Whereas if she said, actually, you know what? I need someone that makes me feel like I'm not a slut. I need someone that makes me feel like I'm probably willing to see them again. I need someone that's actually going to be good in bed and give me a great time and not just like 5-10 minutes like you said you do in the first.
So are you saying that women who fuck guys?
Sorry, I need someone that's not a bum that actually has a job and knows what he's doing. By definition, that girl would probably have high standards. Correct.
So you're saying there's something wrong with women wanting to fuck guys purely on raw sexual attraction and sexual desire?
What do you mean by wrong?
Raw sexual attraction. Like she sees a guy, she's like, that nigga could get it. So what I'm saying is,
I'm not saying you're like normatively loading this. I don't think there's something wrong with that. I just think it says something about the girl. Now,
what does it say about her? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, I have no problem with if I meet a girl at a sex bar and we just want to have raw sexual attraction and that's it. We have sex, but that I understand for what it is. I know who that girl is for what it is.